Welcome to the Crow's Nest, where we highlight the best Millersville Athletics has to offer, including interviews with the top performers from each week's games and more insider access. Here's your host, Andrew Pauling.
Good afternoon and welcome to a special Friday edition of the Crow's Nest. Alongside Ruby Mundock, I'm Andrew Pauling, and here's what the Marauders have been up to. Lauren Lister made women's basketball history on Wednesday night as she became the first Marauder to record 2,000 career points. Here's the highlight from our broadcast on the Ville Sports Network.
Maybe they're trying to flip the script.
Bucket made by Maya Carter. 10-point lead for Westchester. Pass inside to Lister, and 2,000 for Lauren Lister. And it comes on an and one as she hits the milestone. The first player in program history to score 2,000 career points. Lauren Lister with a vintage move in the lane. She gets the and one and a chance at the three-point play.
Lister reached the milestone in 109 games while becoming the Marauders' all-time leading scorer back in the 2019 season. Here's what she had to say about the career milestone.
Well, our guest here for today's halftime show, Lauren Lister. Lauren, congratulations on the milestone today. 2,000 career points. You're the first ever in program history to do that. How does that make you feel?
It's very exciting. Obviously, I couldn't do it without my teammates, but like you said, it is a big milestone and an accomplishment for me.
Well, you've been here for the past 4 seasons that you've had. Could you kind of take us through how the team has developed over the last handful of years and how you've developed both as a player and as a leader here on this team?
Yeah, so coming into my freshman year, I definitely wasn't a leader. We already had a bunch of seniors, so they took that leadership role. And then throughout transitioning into my senior year, obviously transitioned into new coaches, so that was different. And honestly, a whole new team. We have 8 to 9 freshmen on our team, so it's definitely a different culture. And I'm still kind of maneuvering my way, but this year I knew I needed to be a leader, and I think I stepped up to that plate.
Well, definitely you have. And over the course of the season, let's talk about the second half in general. The team had a rough start to the first half of the year. Then as you started to pick things up throughout the second half of the season, the team went with you. So could we kind of talk about this second half, and now you guys are still making that playoff push going into the regular season final on Saturday. A lot of variables and tiebreakers heading into that. But let's talk about that second half and how you guys were able to turn the season around really after New Year's.
Yeah, I think we just focused on becoming more of a team and building our culture on the court and also off the court. Also, my coaches had told me that I need to be more vocal. So during halfway stretch, I became more vocal. Obviously, I was a leader, so they just listened to me, and then we ran with it.
Well, talk about your story a little bit. Let's use this time to let you tell your story and, where you came from a basketball standpoint, growing up, high school, anyone you want to thank here tonight as you hit that milestone. You've been the all-time leading scorer for the program for a while now, but now you add 2,000 career points to the resume as well.
Yeah, growing up, I scored 1,000 in high school, so obviously I want to thank my high school coach, Matt Kellett, for that. And then obviously my family, my mom, my dad, my sister, they would be in here nights before games working me out, and honestly, it's definitely paid off.
Well, let's talk about the future of the program here. You as a senior, you've gotten to see some of these young players step up, like Micaiah Shaw has had a very strong second half of the season. What's the future look like for Millersville women's basketball?
I think it could be really well. I think this freshman year it was more of having more insight into what PSAC's Light and D2 is like for them. But I see them growing and potentially being a really competitive team.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for the time. Congrats there on the milestone. Good luck on Saturday, and hopefully you guys end up being able to make that postseason run.
I hope so. Thank you.
All right, Lauren Lister, everyone, 2,000 career points, the all-time leading scorer in Millersville women's basketball history, our halftime guest here today. Congratulations again, Lauren.
Thank you.
Millersville will honor their seniors prior to tomorrow's regular season finale against Lock Haven with a tip-off set for 1 p.m.
Men's basketball clinched a first-round bye for the upcoming PSAC tournament with their win over Westchester on Wednesday. 5 Marauders scored in double figures as Millersville improved to 16-5 in conference play. I caught up with senior DeMarco Suggs after the win to talk about the team's success. All right, with this win, you guys clinched the first round bye going into the conference. And how are you feeling right now?
It feels good. I started here 5 years ago. We were last in the Eastern Conference, and to be, the position to win the whole East is, it's incredible. It's a dream come true. So I'm proud of all the hard work we put in, and I hope it pays off in the end.
That's awesome. And with a win on Saturday, you could be PSAC East champions. Plus, it's senior night. What does this mean for you and the team?
Everything. It doesn't matter who we play. We're going to give it all we got. We got to send our seniors the right way, and that's with a win and an East championship. So I can't wait for Saturday, and we'll be ready.
Awesome. Well, good luck in playoffs. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Our top play from the game came from veterans James Sullivan and Caden Najdawi. Check it out.
Sullivan passing to Najdawi, who puts it down all the way from beyond the arc. James Sullivan threads the needle to Caden Najdawi.
The Marauders will have a chance to clinch their first PSAC East title since 2007 with a win at Fusillo on Saturday afternoon.
In softball news, the Marauders open their season today with a doubleheader against Catawba College, which is the start of a 22-game road stand for the team. I caught up with head coach Jen Probst earlier this week to talk about her expectations for the season.
Coach, you've got the season opener this week. What are the overall expectations here for the team in this 2022 season?
I think this year with such a young team, so many rookies and new faces, we're looking to compete. We're looking to learn, win or lose, just get better every day.
And the team starts off with a 22-game road stand. How's that going to help the girls settle in here over that first third or so of the season, all being on the road?
Yeah, I think we're just really excited to play. We're excited to get out there, get on dirt, play in some nice warm weather, hopefully, and then come back here with what we learned and get ready to compete in the conference.
Well, good luck on the road stand there, Coach, and enjoy the warm weather down south.
Thanks.
The Marauders continue the road stand with a doubleheader against Converse tomorrow.
The baseball team is currently in West Virginia as the Marauders will wrap up their 9-game road stand this weekend with games against Alderson, Fairmont, and Glenville State. The team comes home to Cooper Park for their home opener next Saturday, March 5th for a doubleheader against Goldie Beacom with first pitch set for noon.
Hannah Wolfling was named PSAC Field Athlete of the Week after recording distances of over 48 feet in the shot put and 59 feet in the weight throw in a win at the Princeton Invitational. Wolfling is the #1 seed in both of those events heading into this weekend's PSAC Indoor Track and Field Championship meet. Millersville also expects strong performances from defending indoor champion Aaliyah Stryver and freshman Darian Huff, who is the #2 seed in the pole vault. The conference championship is hosted by Edinburgh this Saturday and Sunday.
In swimming news, Millersville took 8th place in last week's PSAC championship. The Marauders recorded a program-high 397 points over the 4-day meet. Senior Maddie Stoner set a program record with 200 fly with a time of 2 minutes and 11.55 seconds, breaking her own record twice over the course of the meet. Stoner took 9th place overall in the 200 breast with a time of 2 minutes and 28.19 seconds.
The men's tennis team opens their spring slate of matches this Saturday with a matchup against Crosstown, Franklin, and Marshall. First serves are scheduled for 7 p.m. The women's lacrosse team opens their season at home this Wednesday with a 4 p.m. game against Holy Family. The Marauders went 3-8 during their 2021 season. That's all from us this week on the Crow's Nest alongside Ruby Mundock. I'm Andrew Pauling, and we'll see you next Thursday.